I have been on YouTube for probably over 15 years. I've been creating content for over 15 years. In today's video, I'm going to talk about it because I have built multiple profitable businesses, all with content and all doing it what I would consider to be fairly badly, but it still worked. So what is it that has allowed me to do such a great job creating content? I think a lot of it comes from the simple courage that it takes to do what I do. A lot of people are simply too afraid to do this. They're simply too afraid to pick up the camera and start talking to it. They're simply afraid because they don't really know what people are going to say about them. People are scared to show up on camera because they're afraid of being judged. And for me, it's not that I'm sitting here saying it's easy to show up. Like, I don't like certain things about me. Like, I keep moving to make sure that the lighting's good because I actually have really bad skin that I'm self-conscious about. I have a lot of things that I'm self-conscious about, but I do it anyway. And I think for me, it's not even that I'm this courageous person. It's more that I do what I have to do to provide for my kids. And content has enabled me to do that. It's been one of those things that I've had to sort of just take my ego and what I want and get out of my own way and start doing it. Today, as I empty the dishwasher, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that I have learned along the way. I think the first one is what I really said about the fact that the content doesn't even have to be that good. I think a lot of people get really hung up because we see these bigger YouTubers, and I'm not talking like Mr. Beast. I'm not talking anything that is totally unobtainable like that. I'm talking that a lot of people see other content creators that have these beautiful backdrops and they sit down and they record these videos and their speeches and they're eloquent speakers. And frankly, wow, that was really bad lighting there, sorry. And frankly, they're beautiful people. Like, they just look good and they have their makeup done and they have this backdrop and they have all these things that are just like completely unattainable. And so they never start creating content. And that is a huge mistake, because what that does is that keeps you trapped and that keeps you from creating what you need to do to create. And I think now in 2024, what's tending to happen, and I'm kind of loving what I'm seeing right now when it comes to content creation, is this AI, I sound like an old person. AI is starting to take over, and we're seeing like more and more people just using AI to create, and it's just not authentic. Like, people are craving authenticity. And now is a better time than anything to start doing all this content creation that you crave, because the reality is the world needs it right now. The world needs people who are willing to say what needs to be said and to not be a robot and to not be a machine and not be the person who's spitting back the content that, you know, literally recites your post back. There's some days I jump on LinkedIn and I'm like, ew, like what? Like, that doesn't even make sense. And then I look at the person's job title and I'm like, this doesn't, like, what are you doing in my comments? Why are you commenting on my video? Like, it doesn't make freaking sense. But it's just, I don't know what drives people to think that that's how you connect with people. I don't know if those types of people just have a different view on everything that I have, where they're like, oh, well, I'm just gonna throw paint against the wall and see what sticks. Like, I don't actually know what's in their mind, truthfully. I just wanted to pop on here and say that and just speak to anyone right now who, you know, is scared to start and doesn't believe like you can build a business doing essentially what I'm doing, which is standing in my kitchen talking to you and just making content, just being yourself, just showing up every single day. And, you know, I don't feel like, and I think this is one of the things I don't love about short form content, because it's so like in and out. You have to make your point and just be done with it. And I'm kind of a rambler, right? If you can't tell, I'm rambling in this video. And I think one of the things that I'm noticing more and more is you don't have to be perfect. And, you know, I talked about that obviously at the beginning of my video where I made the comment that, you know, my content isn't perfect. I don't have a gorgeous backdrop. I'm sitting here holding my camera out like this, right? Like I'm holding my camera out with my hand while I one-handed empty the dishwasher. So hopefully that's not distracting to you. And I'm just talking to you like I'm your friend and making content. And so it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I tried this. I tried saying in my marketing, your marketing can be messy. And I've tried saying things. I don't know if I'm even saying it the right way, because I think when people hear like your marketing can be messy, you know, and stuff like that, they don't really understand the point of it. So I'm playing with what I say in my own messaging. But the truth is, like, it's not the perfection. It's not the accuracy. It's the authenticity. And that's something that cannot be faked. It cannot be just, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So that's my video today. And I am going to try to show up more and more on my YouTube channel, because it's something that I've been resisting and avoiding for different reasons. But I do want to show up here more often and come talk to my audience on here, because I have stuff to say. And I'm actually right now just like testing to be like, can I edit out my skin and make it better? I love it. It's rough. It's rough out there. It's rough out there to be a woman with bad skin.